Welcome back to J&J Dynasty. Let's get this video started, I suppose, huh? Everybody wants to see the rookies and how they're unfolding as far as the draft. Apologize for the sound here. I can either do better video on me, or I can do better sound. I personally probably prefer better sound than the better video, but here we go. All right, so let's get into this. So this is going to be round 2. I'm going to start off with a recap of round 1 and then get into round 2. Hopefully you can keep this fairly short and just get through it and give you guys the information. Also, added a couple subscribers, so if you like the content, subscribe. More draft coverage is going to be coming. Like I said, I'm going to be updating the coverage for all of the drafts through MFL 1 quarterback Dynasty, standard Dynasty, PPR, as you can see there. So hopefully we've got enough little pop-ups there to let everybody know what I'm doing here. So let's get into this one. So the MFL rookie draft, so we're going to be covering mostly the second round. I'm going to cruise through the first real quick. I'll just show you the slides here. Robinson, you can see the first half of the first round right there. So you can always pause the video to see it, so you know that. Here's the second half of the first round. Remember, Jordan Love in MFL leagues, any players that were cut or not picked up at the end of the year, so Jordan Love was picked 1-5 back here on this page. So there you go. So that pushed everybody down a little bit, and Richardson was the second overall pick. All right, so there you can see the back half of the first round. So what we're going to do here, concentrate on the second round of the draft. And it was a little bit curious because I thought some of the guys who had been in the first round here were going to be in the second round. Namely this guy. This guy's been flying up the boards like crazy. I can't understand it. The first half of the second round I thought was pretty perplexing. Guys who I didn't think would be available in that portion of the draft wound up going. So let's get into it here. So Zach Charbonnet, I always thought was going to be, probably off the board by 110. So to see him at 2-1, that's a pretty nice price. Bryce Young came off the board at 2-2 there. So that would be about what he should be. And that's where I figured somewhere in the early second. Roschon Johnson just flew up, and along with Chase Brown. I knew some people would draft Roschon Johnson first half of the second round, and so he would be last to the second half of the second round, but I don't think he'll be making it to the third round in many drafts. But I thought for sure Chase Brown at earliest 2-8, 2-10, probably early third. A lot of mock drafts are showing him mid to late third, even in the fourth round. So I don't understand the Chase Brown slate. Israel, I don't know why he's there. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't draft him until sometime in the third round. Probably at best, he's probably running back 3 in that backfield, which is going to be dominated by Breece Hall. So kind of a curious pick there, unless that guy had Breece Hall, but I don't think that he did. So, which makes it more curious. And then you get C.J. Stroud. So I figured, middle of the second, back half of the second for Stroud. So the 2 quarterbacks went off about where I thought, but all these running backs, and this has been a very running back heavy draft, almost no receivers picked so far. So as I was saying, I mean, the whole Israel question on this one, I don't understand why he would be up. Most mock drafts are showing him mid to late third round at best. So I thought that was quite a reach, but that's going to happen in some drafts, so we got to go with it, right? So let's keep on moving here. Got the thumbnail of the video. So Tyjae Spears obviously is going to be in the second half of the second round because we're talking about second round, and I'm not going to go any further. And he wasn't in the first round, as we could see. So Tyjae Spears, where did he actually go? Well, he wound up going at that's 210, 12, 11, 10, 9, 2-9. So back at mid back half of the second round, I figured he would probably be an early second round pick. But as you can see, the back half of the second round here, a lot of wide receivers started coming off the board, and it surprised me that Michael Mayer lasted to 212. I thought Michael Mayer would wind up being an early second. Jonathan Mingo, everybody's mocking him in the early first. Tank Bigsby, I thought, would be like a mid-second, so he slid a little bit in this draft. Well, obviously because some running backs got picked ahead of him, but because of Love. So even if Love wasn't picked, so if he was at 210, I mean, I guess that would have been 2 or 3 picks further back than I thought. But it surprises me that these wide receivers went so far back. But that's what the data is, right? So this is an actual draft, and these are people picking players for their teams. So it gives you a good idea of what's happening out there, at least for a real one, not a mock draft. All right. So I got an Izzy in there twice. Oh well, it's a pretty picture of him. So there you go. But I don't know if you can read that. Maybe you can zoom in here. Maybe I can make her a little bit bigger for you. Turn off this photo. There, hopefully you can see that. Oh, not quite. Gonna have to peel it back a little bit. All right. There you go. There you go. Now you can see them all. And so that's round 1 and round 2 of everybody. As again, you can put it on pause and you can see everybody. I will put out third and fourth round, and that draft is through the third, or almost through the third already. But I'll probably do a third and a fourth and make it a quick little video, just slap up the rounds. Don't have to put pictures of these guys, but give you an idea of what's been happening. So as we're going to get into this thing, I would assume, I haven't really looked at the draft, but I'm assuming that some veterans are going to start getting picked in the third and fourth round. So that's going to spread out your rookie picks that actually get picked. So that's kind of what we have here, and we'll go from there. So this was the 2023 round 2 NFL first rookie draft that I could find. So as I said, this is what the data is. Well, hope you guys enjoy that. Until next time, take care, and we'll see you then. Oh, always like the video, please. Subscribe. Hit the notification button for new drafts when they're coming on, that I post them, so that way you can be updated with most current information. So, as I said, I will try to keep these going, but we'll see what happens.